Get those hands up and praise Him. Down here in Old Town Philly, right across, I think this is the Delaware, and we're gonna pan around the long bridge you're gonna see over there. I think that's the Benjamin Franklin Bridge, and right across the river here is Camden, New Jersey. So get those hands up and pray. I don't know what that bridge is on this other side. But anyway, all day today, on foot, and for some reason, I brought Texas weather up here to Philadelphia with me. And so the high today was, I don't know, it was maybe 2-3 trillion degrees. And so I was doing the old Texas two-step where I'm looking for shade the entire day. Hey, we got a little couple of mallards down here. Get those hands up and pray. So anyway, the old Texas two-step where you do nothing but look for shade, and with the tall buildings here, it's not that difficult to do. So, but even with that, it be, you know, it's annoying, and that's the reason I left Texas to begin with. So, so much has gone on. I don't know if I mentioned it yesterday, but I got, for a $10 round trip, and I don't have to spend any more time in Manhattan. I'm going to Princeton Theological Seminary, which to me is worth an overnight stay. And I use that term stay loosely. All right, get them up. But the more and more I become acclimated to just sleeping under the stars, the more and more I stop homing in on a central point to pigeon, a homing pigeon to go to quote unquote a home. So what's that old song? Wherever he laid his hat was his home when he died. So you know, I was even today on the internet, or on the web, looking for where I'm ultimately going to home for the winter, hope, God willing, Durham, North Carolina. And I love the fact that right where my Amtrak train stops, Andy Davis's church is like 5-minute walk. And it looks like there's a million places to camp there. And so what I'm doing is I'm homing in on places to get a tent, find a Walmart, and because Walmart has propane, and find woods so I can put the tent in the woods, put the propane in the tent, and turn on the heat. All right. But, you know, I did a very comfortable life like that in Texas this last winter. So I highly recommend it to everybody. So get those hands up and pray, my Lord. But what a day, you know, fighting the heat all day. And I was very much looking to a couple of, maybe 3 different options. One was Westminster Theological Seminary, which is right here in Philadelphia. Greg Bahnsen is an alum of that particular institution. But I got on the website and it doesn't look, it's not all that friendly in contrast to the Princeton Theological Seminary website, where it's got a ton of history. So it will take me a full day over there. So that's one option, going to Westminster. And then the second option, Jeremy Camp. Don't ask me why. He's playing a concert in a couple of days in the area. I don't know. It's just, I don't know. It's in Pennsylvania, but I can't think. It's the capital, whatever the capital is. And it's just that he's playing in a little town next to that. I couldn't believe it. But I don't want to pay $70 round trip to get there. The tickets were reasonable. The tickets were $35. But the transportation's too much. And then the third option, and I haven't ruled this out completely, but I would love to be able to go see James White do a debate, go see him live, a live debate. And he's in this another little podunk town outside of Elizabethtown, Pennsylvania, on the 16th of September. But that's a little more challenging because on the 16th I'm going to be, God willing, in Washington, D.C., and I'll have my hands full there, I'm sure. But, you know, some of these deals that come up on Amtrak, if I can find a $10 round trip and the destination is worth it, then I'm going to go. Because I obviously have no lodging expenses. So those 3 options, didn't do any of them, but guess what I did do? I came down here to Old Town and went to where they debated the Constitution, they signed the Constitution. The Supreme Court was here in the building right next to, I guess it's called Liberty Hall or Freedom Hall or whatever it is down here in Old Town, Pennsylvania. But this was the seat of government officially for a long time. Supreme Court, I don't think was there that long, from like 1891 to 1900. John Jay, the Supreme Court leader. I don't know why I can't think of the name of a Supreme Court, the primary judge. But John Jay was there, and the guy, one of the guys I was talking to, that the security guard there, saying that Thurgood Marshall has argued some cases in that court. Now, I don't know anything about Thurgood Marshall. Well, a little bit, or John Jay, I know nothing. But, yeah, so I'm going to upload a couple of videos to my YouTube channel because I recorded all 15 minutes of the walking tour. Very interesting tour, too. I know I'm not a big fan of secular history or our country's history. It's interesting, I guess, but not at this point in my life. And then I went up to this church. It's called Christ Church. Benjamin Franklin is buried there. Washington went to church there. It was founded in 1695, and so I said a few prayers there today, and got a lot of good pictures. But I tell you, in this heat, it's just like in Texas, there's just not a lot to do. So, but anyway, any rate, I'm going to attempt to crash out here tonight, and then tomorrow check out the Liberty Bell and maybe a couple other places that, you know, I guess you're obligated to go see. So get those hands up, bro.